Well, welcome to Trey Cooks Food. Tonight we are going to be making delicious steak. We have some 2-inch thick USDA Prime Steaks that we've already seasoned. We're going to sous vide them with our ANOVA, and then we're going to sear them right here on the cooktop. They should turn out perfectly. So let's see how it goes. Let's get cooking. We have our steaks sealed in their bags, seasoned up, ready for sous vide. We're gonna put them in the fridge and let them wait till tonight. We're ready to cook them, and then we'll get going. We'll see you then. Now our water is hot, the sous vide is circulating all the water. We're gonna put each steak in, and we're gonna let it cook for 2 hours. Here we go. You want to be careful not to splash because the water is hot. So we pat the steaks dry so that it'll get a nice sear. If it's a little wet, it won't. So you want to make sure they're really dry before you take them over to sear them. And that's what we're going to do next. Check this out. So we're gonna sear our steaks now and get a nice crisp on the steak. We're gonna use avocado oil, and then we're gonna finish it off with some butter. We're gonna baste it a little bit. So I'm gonna turn this on to high heat. We're gonna add avocado oil to our pan. We're gonna let that warm up a little bit. So now we're gonna sear our steak in the avocado oil. You wanna make sure you put it in away from you. That way it doesn't burn you. We're gonna let that sit for 1 minute. All right, now we're gonna flip it over. It's in a minute. I'll flip it to the other side. When you do that, you wanna move your oil around to make sure it covers the pan still. We're gonna let that go for another minute on here, and then we're gonna add the butter in and start basting it. So now it's been a minute, so we're gonna add our butter in, and I'll get a nice chunk of butter on there. That way when you baste it, you can get a lot I turn it down too. When I start basting, you don't wanna burn your butter when you do that. Turn it down to a little less than medium with the butter. And then you wanna baste your steaks. And now we're gonna flip it back over to finish out the sear on the side that we started on. And look at that crust that has been built up on there. It is beautiful. So now we've seared the steak. And the edges as well.
The track.
Listen, I don't know how to describe to you how delicious this steak is. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Super juicy, super tender, seasoned really well, got a nice crisp on it. Oh, it is phenomenal. You gotta have some of the steak. It is amazing. Look at this thing. We can't stop eating it. It is so good.